Hello students, I hope you are all fine and in good health. In this audio presentation, I will discuss from page number 38. As you know, uh, that Doris Pearson is another character that came in this drama, and she is very rough. Her way of talking with her mother was completely indecent, and she was good for nothing. She was very much eager to give orders to her mother. Now, let's continue. Let us come to the next page. See the dialogue. Mrs. Pearson, who do you think? Doris, Mom, what's the matter with you? Because it is something a surprising thing for Doris Pearson, because she never ever thought her mother would behave in this arrogant manner, because she haven't seen her mother to behave in this way. Because as we know, the characteristic trait of Mrs. Pearson was very docile, she was very calm and quiet. All of a sudden, Doris found her to be very aggressive, and Doris was in a habit of talking in a very rough manner with Mrs. Pearson, and she got surprised because Mrs. Pearson was also talking in a very rough manner with her. So I am continuing with this dialogue. Mom, what's the matter with you? Mrs. Pearson, don't be silly. Doris, it's not me that's being silly, and I must say it's a bit much when I have been working hard all day and you can't even bother to get my tea ready. Now, what Doris is trying to say, that I work round the clock. I work extremely hard throughout the entire day. Can't I expect a warm cup of tea in the evening time will be given to me when I will enter the house? Did you hear what I said about my yellow silk? Actually, yellow silk, as I already told you all, dear students, yellow silk is actually yellow silk dress. Now, again, she is ordering that what about my yellow silk dress? Have you ironed it or not? Mrs. Pearson, no. Don't you like it now? I never did. No, I never ever had ironed it. Doris, of course I like it and I'm going to wear it tonight. So I want it ironed. Yes, now the reason we get to know that she is about to wear that yellow silk dress. Maybe she is going out on a date, or maybe she is going out on a party. We'll get to know about it. So she wanted that yellow silk dress to be properly ironed. She can't do it herself. She orders her mother to do it for her. Mrs. Pearson, want it ironed. What do you think it's going to do? Iron itself. That means Mrs. Pearson, she told, actually we know it is Mrs. Fitzgerald, but Doris Pearson, she was unaware of that magical change and the shift in the characteristic traits. She was not aware of it. So Mrs. Pearson told her that why don't you iron it yourself? You can do it, help yourself. Doris, no, you are going to iron it for me. You always do. Now, Doris promptly rebuked her mother and told her that no, I am not going to iron it. You are going to iron it because you always do. Mrs. Pearson, well, this time I don't. Okay, so Mrs. Pearson, she told Doris Pearson that this time I won't do it. This time you will do it. This time I don't. And don't talk rubbish to me about working hard. I have a good idea how much you do, Doris Pearson. Yes, I have a good idea of how much you work hard. I put in twice the hours you do. That means I work double. My working hours is double in comparison to yours. See this line, dear students, I put in twice the hours you do and get no wages nor thanks for it. And I don't get any salary, I don't get any wages, nor I get a thank you from anyone. Why are you going to wear your yellow silk? Where are you going? Okay, what is the reason? Why you are so much eager to wear your yellow silk dress? Where are you going? Are you going out with someone? Doris, out with Charlie Spency. Okay, so Charlie Spency is the name of her boyfriend. So Doris told her mother in a very careless manner that yes, I am going out with Charles Spency. Mrs. Pearson, why? Doris, why? Why? What's the matter with you? Why shouldn't I go out with Charles Spencer if he asks me and I want to? Why shouldn't I go? We are in a relationship with one another. So if he asks me that, will you go with me on a date? Why should I decline that offer? Because we both like each other and we are in a relationship. So see this line. Why shouldn't I go out with Charles Spencer if he asks me and I want to? Any objections? Do you have any objections in this? Go on. You might as well tell me. Okay, if you have any objections, go on. Today you are saying many things to me. So definitely if you have any objections, please speak out then. Tell me, Mrs. Pearson, can't you find anybody better? Your boyfriend is good for nothing. Can't you find anyone better than Charles Spencer? I wouldn't be seen dead with Charles Spencer. Buck teeth and half witted. Dear students, this line is very, very important. It's an open insult to Charles Spencer, and this will broke the heart of Doris because Mrs. Pearson, we know it is Mrs. Fitzgerald actually, she criticized Doris's boyfriend, and even she told that Doris's boyfriend Charles Spencer, he was good for nothing and he has buck teeth and half witted means his intelligence IQ is also half baked, or rather to say it is not proper, his intelligence IQ also. That means he is a foolish boy, or rather to say Charles Spencer is not a particular guy with whom you should go on a date. Now, Doris is totally heartbroken because obviously she haven't expected that Mrs. Pearson would criticize her boyfriend. So see this line, he isn't. Mrs. Pearson, when I was your age, I would have found somebody better than Charles Spencer or given myself up as a bad job. Now this is another very important line. Now what Mrs. Pearson is trying to say that if I would have been in your position, I never ever would have dated a person or a guy like Charles Spencer. If it means that I had to remain single, then I would have happily remained single. But I would not have dated a person like Charles Spencer. Doris, oh, shut up. Now she is crying. See, it is written there in third bracket, nearly in tears. That means Mrs. Pearson, or rather to say, since we all know it is Mrs. Fitzgerald, she was successful in controlling Doris a bit because the way she criticized about Charles Spencer, it made Doris very unhappy and she was heartbroken from inside. That is the reason she was in tears. She was about to cry, or rather to say, she almost started crying. Oh, shut up. Doris runs out. Mrs. Pearson chuckles and begins putting the cards together. That means already one mission has been accomplished. The daughter is been given a bitter taste of her own medicine. Now Doris already exit. Now we will find another new character. After a moment, Cyril Pearson enters left. He is the masculine counterpart of Doris. Now, as I told you right now only, that after the exit of Doris, we will find another character, that is the fourth character, and it is Cyril Pearson. Cyril Pearson is the son of Mrs. Pearson, and in her behavior, in her attitude, in her in his behavior, in his attitude towards his mother, he is the masculine counterpart of Doris. That means, dear students, that his way of talking with his mother is exactly the same as that of Doris Pearson. So let me continue. Doris runs out left. Mrs. Pearson chuckles and begins putting the cards together. After a moment, Cyril enters left. He is the masculine counterpart of Doris. That means both the son and the daughter, their way of behavior or their way of behaving with their mother is exactly the same. They are very rude and they don't care for their mother. They don't care at all for their mother. Cyril, hello mom, tea ready. Look at his way of talking and look at his arrogance. Hello mom, tea ready. Mrs. Pearson, no. Cyril, annoyed. Why not? Mrs. Pearson, I couldn't bother. No, I couldn't bother. If you require to have a cup of tea, you go to the kitchen, prepare it by yourself. Cyril, feeling off color or something? Mom, you are feeling okay? Or are you feeling a bit mood off today? Off color means mood off. Mrs. Pearson, never felt better in my life. Cyril, quite aggressively, what's the idea then? That you will not prepare tea? What are you up to? What's the idea then, dear students, means what are you up to? Just a change. Cyril, well, snap it out, ma, and get cracking. Haven't too much time. Okay, now Cyril is thinking that all this is just for a casual time. For a time being, her mother is behaving in this arrogant, casual manner. So he told her mother that please, it's enough now, mom. I don't have any time. So please, you go to the kitchen room and prepare a cup of tea. So I repeat this line. Briskly means hurriedly. Well, snap out of it, ma, and get cracking. Haven't too much time. I haven't got too much time, so please prepare a cup of tea for me right now. Cyril is about to go when Mrs. Pearson's voice checks him. Cyril is about to go, but at that time, Mrs. Pearson was about to say something to him. Mrs. Pearson, I have plenty of time. Cyril, yes, but I haven't. Got a busy night tonight. Yes, you might have a lot of time, but I have a busy night tonight. So better you prepare quickly a cup of warm tea for me. Moving left to the door. Did you put my things out? Okay, see, just like the daughter used to order her, but she reclined it very tactfully. Here the son is also doing the same thing. They can't take care of their own clothes. So here also Cyril told her that, did you put my things out? Mrs. Pearson, can't remember, but I doubt it. I don't remember whether I have put your things properly or not, whether I have tended your clothes properly or not. I can't remember. See this line, can't remember, but I doubt it. I doubt whether I have kept your things properly or not. Okay, dear students, I am stopping right here in this audio presentation. Kindly go through this audio presentation. It is page number 39. Midway, I am stopping in this audio presentation. And another new character been included. It is Cyril Pearson. So in my next audio presentation, we will continue from where I left. Thank you, students. Please check it once and clarify your doubts if any. Thank you, students.